we go with our seniors. First, Captain number 2, Colby Therian, being accompanied by his parents, Scott and Beverly, and sister, Juju. Let them know, 2 pictures and then go. Take a right to the bull. Next, number 9, Captain Dylan Peluso, being accompanied by his parents, Joe and Laurie, Grandma Anna, and siblings Felicia and Zeb, and brother from another mother, Andrew. Let's go. Right to the bull. Captain number 22, Declan Russell, being accompanied by his parents, Ben and Laurie, siblings Gavin, Ashlyn, Addison, and Braden. Next, Captain Angel Polino, number 41, being accompanied by his mother and siblings, Mother Elizabeth and siblings Alan, Ramon, and Elia. What? Next, number 82, Captain Ramon Franco, being accompanied by his parents, Marco and Ira. Next, number 1, Freddie Kofi, being accompanied by his mother Marie and siblings Divin, Hendrix, and Chris. Number 5, Brandon Kniff, being escorted by his parents, Courtney and Joe, and siblings Sonny and Jojo. Next, number 6, Jojo Kashila, being accompanied by his parents, Phoebe and Eric, and brothers Jordan and Fred. Next, number 12, Chrisley Maraca, being accompanied by his parents, George and Gentiana, and his siblings Henry and Marisa. Next, number 25, Jack Flaherty, being accompanied by his parents, James and Susan, and sister Grace. Next, number 33, Joe Casey, being accompanied by his parents, Deborah and Joe Casey Sr. In the middle. Next, number 54, Philip Minkovich Makochi, being accompanied by his mother, Mirella Makochi. Yasu. No worries. Next, number 42, Calvin Scribner, being accompanied by his parents, Davis and Jean, and siblings Jess, Penny, JJ, JR, Pat, and Sophia. Next, number 78, Sean Bell, being accompanied by his mother, Christina. Number 79, Ari Rosopoulos, being escorted by his mother, Josie, and sisters Anna and Rebecca. Now for our cheerleaders. Captain Ashley Dorgan, accompanied by her parents Joanne and Kevin and sister Emma. Next, Captain Brianna Gomes, accompanied by her parents Christina and Joe and brother Matthew. Next we have Captain Jillian Kraus, accompanied by her parents Nancy and Phil and siblings Jen, Jess, and Michael. Next we have cheerleader Haley Lindstrom, accompanied by her parents Kerry and Eric and siblings Matt, Ben, and Hannah. Next we have Gabrielle Poirier, accompanied by her parents Edgar and Jessica and Aria and Emma. Happy birthday! Next we have Rashida Simpson, accompanied by Coach Adriana, Coach Angela, and Deanna. Last but not least, we save the best for the last, Julia White, accompanied by her parents Charity and Chris and sister Casey. And how about a large, huge round of applause for the class of 2020. Congratulations, seniors.
Good evening, everybody. This is Joel Sassa from Peabody Veterans Memorial High School. Coley Field. And tonight we have a great Northeast Conference battle between Peabody Tanners and Beverly Panthers. With me turning tonight, we have two analysts here. We have Bernie from Peabody and we have Dominic from Beverly. Before I turn it over to them, I'm just going to tell you this is basically a playoff game tonight, folks. Whoever loses will still be playing, but it won't be playing for any championship games at all. So I'm going to turn off to our guest tonight. Dominic, tell us a little bit about Beverly Panthers this year.
Well, Beverly, for the most part, is led by their defense. They run a 4-4 tonight, and they got some guys on that front seven that are game changers against Lynn English, especially with those athletic guys that try to get to the outside. They could not do it with Chris Curran, Billy Adams up there on the line. Absolutely led by their defense. Very strong in the secondary as well, but not as deep. So if you see somebody hobble off, sometimes it's been a problem for them. But if you're trying to run the ball and you can't establish any sort of passing game, if you bring those safeties up, Malumba and Moreland, they cause havoc as well, and they'll run a lot of blitzes too. They get to quarterbacks very well.
Sounds good. And Bernie, why don't you give us a little bit of the Peabody perspective tonight?
Well, for the Tanners at the moment, they're coming off of a couple rough losses on the road. Their offense has been kind of shut down the last couple weeks. I believe either the last game or the game before, they were held to 0 passing yards, which is a rarity for an Alex Danisco-led offense. I'm expecting them to go back to their bread and butter place, which are pretty much their running game. They're led by Angel Polino. As you were saying, Dom, earlier, with the 4-4 defense, that's kind of a tough front to get through. You got 4 down linemen and you got 4 linebackers, so I'm expecting Polino to probably factor heavily in the running game, try to run a little off tackle, because trying to run right through a 4-4 defense could be a catastrophic choice for the Tanners. As you were saying earlier, regarding before the game, regarding the Beverly defense, they're kind of it's a touch and go with the Beverly defense. They do have 2 spectacular safeties, however. I don't have their names at the moment. What were their names?
Duncan Moreland and Marj Malumba. But as I said, with how thin the secondary is, Marj Malumba, the star running back, is also the safety. He has been out for 3 straight weeks. We don't know how many snaps he's going to get tonight. That's a big factor for them on both sides of the football.
Physically, he's a pretty imposing guy, isn't he?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he is a stud athlete. He can do it all. He's a power runner, but he has the speed to break big plays. And he really is a do-it-all back, and the whole offense runs through him. And Duncan is great in coverage. Malumba is the guy that you're going to see run down for blitzes and can get to just about any running back.
Okay, talk to me a little about the Beverly quarterback.
Danny Morency, the passing game has been spotty for them, and it's especially has been a lot more spotty since Malumba went down. The big thing is you have to know where Duncan Moreland is on all times, though. Anyone in the secondary needs to know where he is. Another fantastic athlete. He's got a full ride to play safety at the University of New Hampshire.
Yes, correct.
So that tells you the kind of athlete he is.
Yep.
And when you get into these 3rd and long situations, sometimes, you know what they'll do? They'll throw playbook out the window. Let's just throw it up to Duncan and see if he can out-jump everyone and make a play. And it happens.
It's nice to have an athlete like that.
It really is.
Like you were saying, Bernie, I think a critical point in the game tonight is, I believe, as you said, quarterback Danisco had no yards passing last week, so that can't happen again this week. If that happens, we know as much as a good running game, you have to be able to throw up in the air a little bit. I do think they will play it close to the vest, Peabody, tonight. I think they will put it in Paulino's hands. I think give them the opportunity. The offensive coordinator has a tendency to spread the ball around. I think we might see a change in that time. Nothing that I know, just a gut feeling. As I said, I think that they'll give Danisco the shot. Therian's played some quarterback this year. I haven't heard anything else as far as any other major changes at all. But I think, as I said, Paulino, they had some statistics in the Salem News. Basically, if he goes over 80 yards, they do well. He does on 80 yards, not so good.
Exactly. With those two terrific safeties in the backfield, especially, if the passing game is going to get going, I'm not expecting it to be a lot of down the middle, really aggressive passing. It's probably going to be a lot of crisscross patterns, or maybe some passes to the outside. You know, death by paper cuts, pretty much. Play the short game. Try to spread them out a little bit, and then maybe that way you can open up the offense. You can open up the running game, the running lanes a little bit.
I will say to that, Swampscott is actually, they had success doing that.
Yes.
Lynn English is able to throw the ball, but the way that they throw the ball, Beverly for the most part shut that down. But Swampscott with Nzana and that quick, short, precise kind of passing game was able to move the ball on Beverly.
So a lot of similarities to last year's game. I remember I traveled to Beverly. It was a beautiful day. It really, I believe it had playoff implications like tonight. I know the Peabody senior night here tonight. They're going to be enthusiastic. A lot of these seniors have been playing youth football for many years together, and I really do expect them to come out with a lot of emotion. We have good schedule tonight, good stands, good followers from Beverly. I know they follow pretty well, so both teams are going to have to give it their best effort. Any final thoughts, Bernie?
Yeah, regarding the players being enthusiastic, this is their senior night. I believe the quote by Coach Betancourt after the Swampscott game to the Salem News was something to the effect of, once we get in a hole on offense, we sometimes don't show the resilience that we need to show to get out of that hole. The defense has been keeping the team in the game a lot this year. I remember earlier this year, a game that I was at, they were expected to get blown out by the Danvers Falcons. They held them to a 14-13 game. The defense is what kept them in because they were able to force turnovers a lot. They forced an interception, a bunch of critical sacks. In the end, they came up a little short on a couple missed kicks. But the defense is going to be the big factor in the game, as always, for the Tanners. The offense is going to have to pick it up a little bit. And regarding the motivation, Angel Polino, he's a senior after all. He's going to be playing with a lot of conviction tonight. He's going to be running like he's never ran before in his life.
Sure. Any final thoughts from you, Dominic?
Yeah, one more thing to watch for is, as I said, how many snaps Malumba gets. If Malumba's the feature guy tonight, there's one other guy that Malumba makes a lot better. That's Jay Sean Stanton-Jones. Track star, and he's not someone who you can run between the tackles with great effectiveness, but when you have Malumba, you can use Stanton on the jet sweeps a lot with the action of Malumba, and he can get, if you get him into space, you have problems. He's a home run hitter.
Gotcha. So my prediction tonight, the team that gets to 21 first will win the game. Should be a defensive battle, so that's why I think 21 points will take it. We'll see how they do, and at this point we're going to turn it over down to the field to Lucis Osimo and head coach Mark Betancourt. Good night. Enjoy the games.
Good evening, Lucis Osmo. We're at Corey Reed Field, where the Peabody High School Tanners take on Beverly. A big Northeast Conference game once again, Mark. This year, it seems like we've been close in every game, but we just couldn't get them.
Yeah, we had some tough breaks, in the middle of the season there. Obviously, Danvers was a game we felt like we could have won. Played Marblehead tough. Kind of let down against Swampscott last week, but all that doesn't matter. Tonight's a big game, senior night, so our seniors will be recognized before the game and hopefully go out and play well and get a win that we desperately need right now.
Right. How does this put? If you got a victory tonight, how would this stand in the standings for the playoffs?
Tonight is a playoff game for us. If we win, we're in and we continue. If we lose, we don't make the state tournament. So this is a playoff game for our program.
Okay, so you got a good shot tonight. Beverly has had ups and downs also. So what can we expect tonight from the Tanners?
I think it's going to be a usual Peabody-Beverly game. I mean, over the years, every game is close. Every game is hard-hitting. They need this game to get a higher ranking in Division III. We need this game to qualify for Division II. You see both teams try to run the ball. We are out without the services of Alex Tedisco tonight. He's sick. He's unable to play. We're also without the services of our free safety. It's not going to be an easy task without those two guys. Brandon Kniff's a big part of our defense with 5 interceptions this year. But we have to overcome and have guys step up and play well and get a win that we need.
Well, that means we'll have a different quarterback, but he's been playing quite a bit this year also.
I'm very comfortable putting Christian Maraca in the game. He was our quarterback for the entire preseason when Alex was hurt. He's been, taking the reps in practice, and he's a senior. Who better to put in a situation than a senior who has to play for what could possibly be the last meaningful game he plays in. So hopefully Christian's ready and steps up and runs the offense with confidence, and we put some points on the board.
Right, and tonight's senior night, and I'm sure a lot of more seniors are going to see some extra action tonight.
Well, that's what we're hoping. We're hoping the seniors step up, play well, and are a big part of us coming out victorious tonight.
Okay, I hope you have lots of luck tonight, and not a close game, Mark. Let's have one that we can walk away with a big victory.
Well, if the kids go out and execute, hopefully that's what you see tonight.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
job. Yes, we are.
This here is a real big Northeast Conference game for both teams because both teams would like a victory to start off the playoff season. And Peabody needs a victory real bad. And they've been so close each and every week, and yet sometimes they just can't get it to click.
Yeah, this is basically a playoff game for Peabody tonight.
Right.
I mean, even for Beverly, I believe. So the senior class have been together a long time. I know them personally, a lot of them through youth football, and good to see that. And I read in the paper that the emotion is still there. They're still, they haven't given up. They haven't thrown a towel. Nor should they. I mean, really, at the end of the day, all you want is an opportunity to control your own destiny, and they can have that opportunity tonight. Couple of bad breaks during the season. I watched the Danvers game this past week. We were so close to winning that game. And so, as I said, 1 or 2 plays here or there, Peabody could have a locked into the playoffs, but they're not. So, as we said, they're here tonight in front of their home field audience, home crowd, Friday night, decent weather as we've had all year long, pretty much here at home. And
Well, we'll see what game Peabody brings. If they can hold Beverly, because both teams put in all their marbles on their defense, and we'll see what defense holds and what offense clicks.
yeah, I agree with you. I do have some I do have some concerns as far as the Peabody offense. As far as the Beverly offense versus the Peabody defense. I think Beverly's got a little bit slight advantage on offense over Peabody, but we'll see. We'll see what happens here.
And a lot's going to depend on Angelo Polino. One of the reasons last week, I don't know if you saw the game last week, but Polino had a bad night, and he has to have some running room, and he has to run. And if he gets some big yardage, we'll be in good shape.
Yep. So 1 second, we'll see who. I did not see who won the toss. I'm just waiting to see if the kickoff for Peabody comes out or not.
I think Peabody is going to kick. I think.
Yeah,
Peabody
Peabody will be
toss,
kicking.
yeah.
I do see
Right.
Joe Swanton with the ball.
So Beverly would be given the first opportunity to use that scoreboard to their advantage if they can score early.
Beverly has some tremendous athletes. So they have a Division I scholarship athlete. That'd be number 8, Duncan Mowen, 6'2", 200 pounds. And then they have another gentleman in the backfield, Marge Malumba, 6 feet, 205. So 2 seniors who can really take over the game if things go their way. But if not, Peabody will certainly be up to the challenge. As you said, their strong point has been the defense all year long.
Those 2 running backs are pretty big down there for Beverly.
Yep. So we got number 1, Malumba back, and number 2, Stanton Jones. And I know number 2 is a burner from what I heard. Really can have some speed.
And we'll see if they give him the ball or if they maybe put a shot kick in there so there's no run back.
That's right. Joe Swanton, deep kick. Malumba takes it. Malumba does a nice job, gets that across just about to the 40-yard line, so Beverly starts off in decent field position.
He did a little different thing that time, Joel. He waited and looked for the holes to see if he could see anything, and the play was slow in developing, but he still got up to the 40-yard line.
Here's a good shot of that.
There he is, takes the ball. Now he slows down right there and trying to break tackles, but the Peabody defense came through.
The pitch to Malumba. Quarterback tonight, number 11, Danny Morency. So it looks like Beverly has all their weapons. They have had some health issues this year. Pick up a 9 by Malumba, bring up a 2nd and 1 from their own 49-yard line. So Morency, the quarterback, in the backfield, also number 23, Jordan Orvine. With Malumba up the middle. Gets 3. Gonna be a first down.
The Peabody middle of the line has been holding off almost all the running plays.
Beverly looks like they got size on Peabody. First and 10 from the 48. Stuffed up the middle, bounced outside. Good pursuit by the Peabody defense.
He just about got back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe, yeah, just about the same.
So it's senior night here at Peabody High School. So I think you'll see a lot of emotion out there tonight. Second and 9 from the 47 of Peabody. Back to pass. Morency pumps it once. Lets it go. Good coverage. Mark Vecchio on the interception for Peabody. Excuse me, Nick Vecchio. Apologize. Nick Vecchio.
So, a nice defensive play that time. 2 men were covering that receiver.
Yep.
Here it is, the replay.
Good coverage by the Tanners. Good camera angle. You see Vecchio. He's got the inside position.
Oh, he
nice
caught
play.
him right over his shoulder. Nice catch.
So Peabody takes over first and 10 on their own 13-yard line for their first drive of the evening. Alex Danisco at quarterback. He was. Looks like I believe that's Therian at quarterback now. Got illegal procedure on the Tanners. So it's going to back up Peabody 5. It'll be a first and 15 from their own 8-yard line. So critical that Peabody makes no mistakes here. You do not want to give this Beverly offense a short field. So Peabody breaks wide, 2 left, 2 right, 4 receivers. Got another flag. Another illegal procedure on the Tanners.
Oh, this is a tough start for them.
Illegal procedure on the Tanners. Result of the penalty is half the distance to the goal line. Replay first down.
Maraca, the quarterback.
Oh, Chrisley Maraca, yes, senior. Dumps it off to Maglione. Nice pickup.
Nice reception, nice game. Got most of those penalty yards back.
See the short pass by Maraca here. Maglione does a nice job slipping the first tackler. So big change here. Chrisley Maraca at quarterback for the Tanners. First start all year for the senior.
Second down and 5.
Spread formation for the Tanners. Fake jet sweep up the middle to Maglione. He's going to break the first tackle down the sidelines. Good pickup by the Tanners.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Here's a replay on that. Nice handoff.
Yep, fake jet sweep. Maglione breaks the first tackle. Good for another 10 or 15 yards. So forget about those penalties. Peabody's right where they want to be. First and 10, they're on 40-yard line. You got Kniff. You got Therian out there. A lot of movement, a lot of shifts by the Tanners. That's Therian now.
Picked up a couple of yards on the play.
So what an opportunity, huh? Senior Senior night gets to start his first game here, and basically a playoff game,
Right.
Lou.
I know, that's amazing.
Maraca, pitch to Therian. It's going to be good for a first down. A flag on the play.
Colby Durian on a carry, 9-yard gain, but a flag on the play.
It's going to be a hold on the
Hold
Tanners.
down Peabody, yeah.
The call is going to be holding on the Tanners.
So it's going to be a 2nd and 11 for Peabody from their own 39-yard line. 2nd and 11.
Just when they were starting to move the ball good, too, and they got that penalty.
First drive of the game. Jet sweep to Therian. Trying to get outside. Doesn't get much.
Picked up about 3 yards on the play, so it'll be
Jack-
3rd down and 9.
Jaquan Stanton-Jones on the tackle for Beverly. Has tremendous speed, from what I've been told. So 3rd and 9 from the 41 for the Tanners.
So the penalties so far have killed Peabody. 3 penalties for just about 20 yards.
He's got 3 receivers split wide left, 1 right, single man in the backfield. Chris Lee is going to tuck it and take it himself. Looks like he could have pitched it to Maglione.
He wasn't ready really to pass the ball. It seemed like he wanted to run because he never got in a good position to pass the ball.
Back to punt for the Tanners, number 22, Declan Russell. And let's see, number 4, Mike Burgess for the Panthers. Nice punt. Here he goes. That was number 8 actually for Beverly. Duncan Moen. So Moen is the gentleman. He has a full boat to Division I UNH. So obviously a very good athlete.
So now Beverly will take over.
Beverly-
6:46 left in the first quarter.
So here's the Panthers' second shot. First and 10 from the 39. PB playing basically a 3-4. Malumba breaks initial containment.
Another first down. They had him trapped in the backfield, but he got away from that tackle. So first and 10 for Beverly on the Tanner 47-yard line.
Shotgun Beverly, fake to Malumba. Number 11 is going to run it himself. Danny Morency, junior quarterback.
Picked up a good 2 or 3 yards. 2nd down and 7.
Second and 6. Handoff.
Nice
Nice tackle made by number 34 for the Tanners, Chris Faraka. Pickup of a couple, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and 4. Could be 2 down territory. We'll see. Pitch to Malumba. Nice blocking by the Beverly line. There was a couple of really hard hits there. You see the replay, we'll see that. Beverly line doing a good
nice
job.
tackle by 33, Joe Casey.
Beverly offensive line doing a good job getting in front of the thing. Here is the replay right here. A perfect view, by the way.
There's a replay on that. Yes.
Yep. Back in live action, Morency on the carry. Outside, pick up for 3 or 4, it looks like.
Beverly's mixing it up real good. Outside to the left, outside to the right, and up the middle.
So pick up a 5 is going to bring up a 2nd and 5 for the Panthers on the Peabody 27-yard line. 2nd and 5. Handoff straight up the middle. The initial push for Beverly was good. I think they got probably about 2, if not 3. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 from the Peabody 23-yard line. 23. Maybe a 3rd and a short 2, long 1. So handoff up the middle to Malumba. Slips a little bit. Looks like he might have just gotten over.
He might have got it.
Yeah.
First down. So Beverly moving the ball real well.
1st and 10 from the Peabody 21-yard line. 2nd drive for the Panthers this evening. Morency back at quarterback under center. It's some movement. I think it's going to be on Beverly. Yes, it is.
Well, that's the first penalty on Beverly.
Just about the time we needed it. So 1st and 15 from the 27. Hand off to Malumba up the middle. Faraka on the tackle. Nice job by Christopher Faraka, junior defensive end.
He's on the bottom of that pile, too.
Pick up a 3 is going to be a 2nd and 12. The Peabody 23-yard line, 2nd and 12.
See if Beverly throws it. Good pass play now.
Three receivers for the Panthers in motion. Fake jet sweep, pitches it back. Nice.
Oh, nice defense.
Yeah. Well, his number 1, Freddie Coffey, I believe, on the tackle. Actually, it was number 3, Cal Maglione.
3rd down and 9, 4th down and 9.
So big play here.
Yeah, they need to stop here.
Beverly has back 2 in the backfield, 3 receivers. Back to pass, Morency takes a look. Faraka closes in, can't get to him. Almost like a screen to Malumba. Malumba's going to get the first down inside the 10-yard line of the Tanners. So
no one covered him. He broke all by himself to the right.
Yeah, that's a tough guy to leave open. Give him a head start. It's tough to bring down. So 1st and goal, the 9-yard line of the Tanners. 2.5 and the clock is ticking. 1st quarter. Morency is going to go behind his blockers, taking it wide. Still wide. Nice pursuit by Christopher Faraka on the tackle. It's going to be a pickup of 4 or 5, 4.
Here's a replay on that. See
Yeah,
how
he just kept going
keeps
wider
it
and wider and
rotating.
wider.
He wanted to cut inside, but there was no place for him to go.
So 2nd and goal from the Peabody 4-yard line. Morency under center. Oh, it's got to be off on Beverly.
clock moving. A minute 30 seconds left in the quarter.
Second and goal from the 9 of Peabody. Malumba in the backfield by himself. Long count. He's going to get the handoff. Fumble! That's recovered by the Tanners.
Oh,
That is number 30. It was 54, but yeah, the recovery number 54 for the Tanners. That is Phil McCockey. McCockey is a senior. He's had a good season so far, so Tanners, 2 turnovers so far. So Chris Lee Baraka back out for the Tanners at quarterback. Number 2, Colby Therian out there as a receiver. So it's a new quarterback, so I don't know. Sometimes it's the inflection, the tone. Obviously, the offensive line not used to hearing his voice under game time conditions. So that's going to back up Peabody to their 5-yard line. Actually, it's back to their 7, excuse me. So here we go, 1st and 15 for the Tanners. Inside handoff to Polino. Gets through the first wave.
he made sure he held on to the ball.
Interesting stat this week in the Salem Evening News. Basically, anytime Polino can get over 80 yards, Tanners usually come around with a W. So that's a statistic we'll be keeping our eye on tonight. So that was a pickup of about 6, going to bring up a 2nd and 9 for the Tanners, the 11-yard line, 2nd and 9. Flag on the play, inside handoff.
To Polino, and doesn't go anywhere.
See the penalty, probably going to be the last play of the first quarter.
Motion on Peabody, another penalty on Peabody. 5 yards.
So both teams shooting themselves on the foot. Beverly with turnovers and Peabody with penalties here.
Beverly refuses the penalty. Smart thing. Be 3rd down and 9. 3rd down and 7, really.
So that's going to be the end of the first quarter. And no surprises. We have a defensive battle here. So right now, at the end of the first quarter, we're going to turn it down to our sideline reporter, Bernie Parisi.
Well, guys, so far this game has gone exactly how I've been expecting it. Both defenses are really bend but don't break at the moment. That goes especially so for the Tanners. They've had an interception. That fumble, however, was not a forced fumble. Something worth noting is Malumba. He hasn't played in 3 weeks. This is his first significant action since I'm guessing since week 3. He's got a lot of rust to shake off so far. That play looked like he kind of got a little tripped up coming in tight on the quarterback as he was getting the handoff. He fumbled with his own hands. That was not a forced fumble whatsoever. The defense of the Tanners, however, I'm not surprised with how they've been playing. They've been playing very, very much how they've been playing throughout the season. The offense they got to step it up a little bit. They're kind of still being a one-dimensional offense. That swing pass by Chrisley Maraca earlier in the game to Nick Vecchio, that's kind of been the only pass play that they've successfully run so far. The offense, in my opinion, they got to go back to those plays that play was to Maglione. That play worked. They got a good 10 or so yards. They got to go back to plays like that if they want to get back in this game. The one-dimensional run offense is just not going to work at the moment. That being said, we're going to send it back upstairs to you guys.
Great job down there, and he's right. It was a great defensive battle right now.
So here we go. Tanner's Chris Maraca. Little dump pass to Maglione. Gets crosses the 15-yard line to the 16-yard line, so it's going to bring up a 4th down. 4th and about 5. Tanners will be sending out the punt unit.
So he has to get a good kickoff now. And it needs a good snap from the center.
Declan Russell with the
Nice
boot.
kick.
Good kick. Oh. Tanner's bounce. Ball was down by number 13, Brandon Pizzeni, for the
Beverly
Tanners.
gets the ball in good field position on the Tanner 43-yard line. Beautiful night for a ball game, huh, Joel?
Yeah, we've really been lucky at home this year. Weather's good, football weather. Good crowd tonight. Beverly travels well. And senior night, so a lot of fans in the stands for the Tanners. Panthers take over 1st and 10 on their own 43-yard line. Malumba in the backfield by himself. Shift by the up backs for Beverly. Long count. Malumba with the handle. Down to the 40, going to pick up a 3, bring up a 2nd and 7 for the Panthers. So I did go on record a little before the game. I said the first one to hit 21 points would win the game. So
I think the first one that hit 7 points might win the game.
I thought about 17, but I went to 21. Dominic from Beverly's my, he saw me, he heard it, it's on the record. By the way, we'll announce tonight, but we're doing a joint production crew with Beverly Public Access TV tonight too. So everybody's in the house. 2nd and 7, Panthers from the Tanners 40-yard line. Morency back to pass, flag. Pass is complete. Will be good for a 1st down. Let's see what the play is. See what the call is. Pass was complete to Mullen. Panthers are backing up.
I love that pass play. A nice short 10-yard pass.
Yeah. Got illegal procedure on the Panthers. Got to back them up 5, so they had a 1st down. Now it'll be a 2nd and 12 from the Tanners 45-yard line.
So penalties have really been the story of this ball game so far. Both teams have been heavily penalized.
Hope if you're home on the couch tonight enjoying the game, shout out to Eddie Geisel, class of 82 for the Peabody Tanners. How you doing, Eddie? Here we go, 2nd and 12 from the Peabody 45-yard line. Morency back to pass. Looks to dump it off right, doesn't, goes left. There's Malumba, he's got some room. 1st down. Tackle made by number 11, Nick Vecchio. Here's a replay here.
Yeah.
Once
All
you
by
get-
himself out there again.
Yeah.
That's the 2nd time he's had that play.
Yeah. So 1st and 10, Panthers from the Tanners 29-yard line.
So Beverly once again knocking on the door.
Beverly has a spread offense, 3 receivers, 2 in the backfield. Morency in the center. He's going to hand off to Malumba. Goes outside, has some running room. Looks like
Boy.
it could be another 1st down.
He bobs and weaves and knows how to cut.
Yeah. I believe he played against us last year, and he did a good job of carving up the Peabody defense. He's big and he's fast. And he cuts very well. So here we go. 1st and 10 from the Peabody 18-yard line. Handoff to number 3. Nice job. Peabody defense does a good job. Number 6, Joel Kashila, along with a couple of his friends on the defense.
Here's a replay on that. 3
Kashila,
Peabody defenders and finally
Kashila Maglione did a nice job there. So no gain on the play. Will bring up a 2nd and 10 for Beverly on the Tanners 18-yard line. Morency in the center. Fake pitch to Malumba. Inside.
Oh,
nice play. Snuffed out by number 34, Christopher Faraka.
That's two great plays he's made so far.
Mike Rhodes with the carry. Going to be a loss of 2. Going to bring up a 3rd and 12 from the 20-yard line. 3rd and 12. So I was asking Beverly announcer if Beverly had a field goal kicker. They do have a decent kicker, so we'll see what they do here now. 3rd and 12 from the 20. Morency back to pass. High pass, incomplete.
He tried that slant pass again, and he overthrew the receiver.
Yep. So it looks like, indeed, the Panthers will be going for the field goal. Number 3, Joe Loretti, Jr. So it's going to be spot down on the 27-yard line to a 37-yard attempt by the Panthers. Good snap, ball's down. Kick is long enough, but I think it's short. Actually, just about short and wide. So Peabody defense just doing what it's done all season. Very stingy, giving up points here at home. So we have a brief moment here. I want to give a shout out to the Peabody production staff here tonight. Steve Valenti, Don Murphy, Jim Palmer, the crew, Cassandra Saray and Ashley Perkins. We play Mark McLernan, and we cover the game in collaboration with Beverly Cable Access TV. And Beverly Cable Access staff is Robert Dokes, and their crew is Mark Lehman, Santiago Ortega, and their announcer is Dominic Larazano. And my name is Joel Sasla, and I'm co-broadcasting the game with my broadcast partners, Lou Sososimo and our field reporter, Bernie Parisi. So, collaborative effort tonight by both communities.
So Peabody takes the time out, I believe, and they'll have the ball 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line.
So a lot of times people ask me, the playoffs, how do they know where they're seated, what's going on? If you look at the Sunday Globes, that you'll always have the updated statistics. They'll show all the playoffs seedings or rankings, and I would assume probably about next Tuesday or Monday night they'll come out with the playoff games for next week. Maraca under center. That is Therian with the carry. Good pickup. First down for the Tanners.
Down to the 37-yard line.
Yeah. So Peabody first 10 from the 37-yard line. Chrisley hand up the middle. Gain of about 3.
Drives a pile.
For the Tanners. Yeah.
Picked up a good 3 yards. 2nd and 7.
That was Maraca into center. Hand off to the second back. That's Therian. Got a flag on the play. Therian gets a couple.
Picked up almost 2 yards, so it'll be a big 3rd down and 5.
Oh, there was no flag. I'm sorry. I thought I saw a flag. Yep. So going to be a 3rd and 5. Peabody from their own 42-yard line. Almost halfway through the second quarter.
Tanner's breaking out of the huddle.
Inside handoff to Polino.
No
It's not
place
going to
to
go anywhere. Well, he actually kept driving his legs. That's Polino for you.
His legs always moving.
Pick up a couple. It's probably going to bring a 4th down and the 44, so it's going to be a 4th and 3. I would expect the Tanners to punt here. I don't think you want to give Beverly a short field, as well as the defense has played tonight. Only takes a couple busted plays, get in. But they sent Maraca in with the play, so let's see what they do here.
They'll probably try and draw him offside first.
I'm thinking that. I'd be surprised if they did. If that wasn't the call here. Fourth and 3. Hard count by Maraca. Yeah, he's trying to do it. It's not going anywhere. He's going to call the timeout, so that's okay. Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Now the kicking team comes out, which makes more sense, I guess, right now.
Yep, absolutely. So a defensive battle here. Both teams have racked up some yards, but neither one able to get in the end zone. The punt. Nice high punt again. Good spiral. Nice. Number 21 for the Tanners in on the tackle. Michael Perez for the Tanners. Perez.
Joe, just a second on the playoffs. When people are asking us about the playoffs, if Peabody wins, they go into the playoffs. If they lose, they go into the losing bracket.
Right, so they'll still play games. They might even have a home game,
Right.
but they will no longer be in the playoff picture. That is correct. The top 8 teams will make it from each division, North and South. So Beverly takes over 1st and 10 from the 22. Fake to Malumba. Morency's going to pass. Look at the number 8. The pass is complete. Hurdled, but number 15, Jonathan Texera, made the tackle. Nice play by by both teams here. Good pickup though for the Panthers. They get up to their 44-yard line. 1st and 10.
Beverly comes out with actually no huddle.
Morency handoff to Malumba up the middle, breaks it, and then number 3 rides him for about 3 or 4 yards. Maglione. So Beverly back in Tanner territory, 1st and 10 from the Tanner's 42-yard line. Handoff up the middle, wrapped up by number 34, Christopher Faraka.
No gain on that play.
Morency in the center. He pitches it to number 8. Got a flag on the play. Number 8 for the Panthers, Duncan Moreland. So trying to get the ball in their playmakers' hands any way they can. It's going to be a hold. I don't know what the Tanners are going to do. It's going to be a 3rd and 10 or 2nd and 20. Tanners decline it, so it is going to bring up a 3rd and 10. So Coach Betancourt putting some trust in his defense here.
You don't know if that was a good decision until after the fact.
We'll know in about 25 seconds there. 3rd and 10 from the Tanners 42-yard line, 42-yard line. Morency under center is going to pass it out to Moreland. Breaks the first guy, doesn't get a first down though. Pick up about 6 or 7. So it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's a replay, you'll see it. Gets it out to his receiver.
4th and about 6. 5.5 probably.
Yeah, I thought there was a block in the back if you looked on that, absolutely. They only have, what, 5 officials on the field there? All right, so it's going to bring a 4th and down for the Peabody 36-yard line. It's going to be a 4th and 4.
This will be a good stop for the Tanners, and they'll get the ball in good field position.
Yeah, I think Beverly's going to probably call a timeout here, take their time on this play. Might as well use it because you can't carry him over to the second half. Indeed, that's what the Panthers do. So, 4th and 4. Peabody, bend but don't break defense tonight.
And Beverly's been fairly successful on the pass plays.
Yep.
On the shot pass plays.
So what a great opportunity for the senior quarterback for Peabody tonight to get his first start all year, and hopefully he can have that opportunity to get that win. So Beverly breaks the huddle. Morency in the center. He's got Malumba in the backfield. Here's Malumba. I think Peabody,
nice
wow. I think they stopped him. It's on the far side. Give Malumba credit, but the Peabody defense just did not give up. See the replay on this, but I believe Peabody is going to. Yes, they are. Peabody does take over on downs. Here's your replay right here, folks.
There's the handoff.
He's driving and driving. Peabody just
He
resilient.
put him right up straight.
Yep. Nice gang tackle. So here's Peabody, 1st and 10, their own 33-yard line. 2 minutes to go to halftime. Hand off to Polino. Polino running hard. Picks up about 8. Peabody going hurry-up offense here now. 2nd and 2 from their own 42. Firstly, Maraca. Hand off again to Polino inside. It's going to be a first down. That'll stop the clock while they move the chains. Maraca running over to the sidelines real quick. 1st and 10 for the Peabody 45-yard line. Looks like Peabody has 2 timeouts to go. So, see what they can do here. Inside handoff to number 4, Cam Cuzzy, nothing there.
Lost a good yard in the play.
Yeah. So it'll be a 2nd and 11. Second and 11, Peabody from their own 44-yard line. Coming up on a minute to go to halftime. Clock is running. Maraca is going to pitch it. Beverly defense does a good job of stuffing the runner.
Got back to the original line of scrimmage, picked up a yard on the play, and that's it.
Yeah, that was number 4, Cuzzy again. Really not much there. Clock is running 35 seconds and going third down. So I think you probably put it up in the air. You got nothing to lose, Lou.
Right.
Yeah, he's got 5 receivers, 3 split left, 2 down right. Give him some time here. He's going to run it. Nowhere to go. Hold on to that ball. Yes, he does. Timeout, Beverly, with 14 seconds to go. So it's a Beverly timeout. PB's 46-yard line. So obviously they're going to punt.
Well, it's been a back and forth first half, but Beverly has had the advantage a little bit on the offense end of it. But PBD has come out strong on defense. See if he kicks it away from the receiver.
Good snap. They went for it, but he got it away. So Peabody does what they need to do.
Ball is going to be spotted on the 35-yard line of Beverly's, and Beverly will have the ball.
Beverly have
at least one play.
One opportunity, so most likely they're going to see a pass to Mullen. Their big wideout.
And Peabody will receive in the second half.
As they will.
So I'm certainly sure this will be a prevent defense.
Yep.
To stop a big play.
Hope my neighbor Kim Boo is enjoying the game from home on our couch tonight. Saw her husband Gary walking in tonight, and obviously your son number 20 Stephen Boo on the field playing middle linebacker. So here's Morency back to pass. Faraka can't get him. Indeed, there's the pass. Gets down with no time to go. So that'll do it. That's going to be the end of the first half. Your score: Beverly Panthers 0, Peabody Tanners 0.
So we'll be right back with.
Yeah, we're going to show before we go. We're going to throw it down to Bernie on the sideline. Bernie Parisi.
Well, guys, so far in the game, Joel, I got to say right now, your prediction in the pregame where whoever gets 21 points is going to win, I got to concur with Lou here with what he said earlier. I think whoever gets to 7 points first is going to win the game. Both defenses playing absolutely spectacularly. I saw the Tanners, they tried to shake things up a little bit on offense in the second quarter, which is exactly what they need to do to get back to try to open. I almost said get back in this game. Well, there's really no score at the moment. The swing pass earlier in the game from Chrisley Maraca to, I believe it was Nick Vecchio, I believe that was the longest yardage gain for the Tanners so far in the game. I don't know why they haven't really gone back to those plays. If those are the plays that are working, I would expect Coach Betancourt to try to get his coordinators to start calling those particular plays. As for Beverly on the other side, Malumba, he's shaking off the rust pretty good from what I'd say, despite missing the last 3 games. They are getting a lot of their backfield has a lot of versatility. I've seen 2 or 3 other different backs in the backfield. However, Malumba has been the guy that the Tanner defense really should key on to win this game. However, their passing game, despite what was said in the pregame, I got to admit they have been impressing me so far. They're more of a rollout passing game. They like to throw on the run and try to spread you out a little bit and then try to misdirect you by throwing the ball back the other way. We saw that in a couple passes to Malumba earlier in the game. The quarterback, he likes to go to the other sideline and throw it back across the field. That's the way that they've been getting them. They like getting an open space. The Tanner defense, however, they're quick to the ball. Those linebackers like Stephen Bua, Kyle Maglione, and Chris Faraka, you guys love saying Faraka's name. I can see why. It's a cool name to say. That's the way. Those linebackers. They're the factor in that defense. Their backs are getting through the line, and those linebackers are getting to the ball quickly. The pass defense has been pretty good. They had the interception obviously on the first drive of the game. So far, it's going exactly how I figured it was going to. The defense is stepping up, and the offense just has to find some rhythm to get into. That being said, we're going to send it back up to you guys, and I'll be ready for the second half.
Okay, Bernie, good job.
Good job, Bernie. So sit back, relax, buckle in for a great second half, and we'll be back. Thank you.
DC Rentals has been in business for almost 30 years, offering state-of-the-art radio communications and security camera systems. DC Rentals is able to cater our system, scale it down to any size event, large or small. Our custom-built trailers are designed for fast deployment with full video and communication capabilities. We offer top-of-the-line Motorola and Hytera dispatch and radio equipment, along with Telex and Zetron consoles. DC Rentals Mobile Command Trailer is also available for special events or emergency. In addition, we provide individual and group training sessions on all of our equipment, as well as 24-hour customer service. DC Rentals can be reached at 781-289-3000 or on the internet at dcrentals.net. DC Rentals is a proud sponsor of Peabody TV.
So Joel Sasslaw here at Coley Lee Field, halftime, Beverly Panthers versus the Peabody Tanners. Scoreless game. We knew it was going to be a defensive battle. I did think we were going to probably see some points at halftime, but hence we do not have any. With my friend here, my new friend Dominic from Beverly. What was your perspective from the Beverly Panthers' point of view, Dominic?
Well, from the Beverly Panthers' point of view, to me it's amazing they haven't scored because this is the best that the offense has looked in a couple of weeks now that Marge is back. It's the most balanced it's been, too. They've had problems getting the passing game going. They've gotten the passing game going in this game even better than they have in the past 3 weeks, and yet they haven't been able to finish off these drives. As someone who's watched Beverly struggle without Malumba for 3 weeks, it's baffling to see that they could play this well and not get the ball in the end zone.
And I know for a defensive struggle, I mean, they have put some offensive numbers up on the board, so I'm surprised they had the one field goal attempt. It was a little bit short, a little bit wide right, but that was their best attempt for the night. And Bernie, what do you got to say for the Peabody side?
Well, as I've been saying all season, at least from my perspective, my favorite part of football is the defense. They've been stepping up and making the plays when they had to. That fourth down run that they had to the outside of the field, they stopped them just almost that shy of the first down marker. On the other side of the ball, however, on the offense, I'm expecting at halftime probably Coach Betancourt is going to be trying to make some adjustments with his offense because they've had a little bit of trouble moving the ball so far. That's been a bit of a trend the last couple weeks. I believe they only have 7 points in the previous 2 games leading up to this game. Not to mention their passing game has also not really been up to par. And as I've said throughout the game, that swing pass they threw on I believe the first positive gain from the line of scrimmage earlier in the first quarter, that's probably their longest play so far in the game. I don't know why they haven't gone back to plays like that. They really seem to be sticking to the trend that we've seen the past few games and actually the past couple seasons. They like to power run the ball, especially with Angel Polino, Kyle Maglione as well. He had a pretty good run earlier in the game as well. I would expect, hopefully, I would at least maybe from a fan's perspective, maybe try to spread the ball around to the outside, short gain passes, and try to kind of get just spread the defense out. And you said before the game, those 2 safeties, you told me they're pretty big guys. You're not wrong. They are pretty big, fast guys.
Yeah, I was just about to say also what you're talking about with the passing game. What I'm seeing is on their first drive, you guys had a little success getting the ball on the outside on your runs. Since then, Malumba and Moreland are starting to pin their ears back, and they're coming up. They're not really respecting the passing game too much right now, and that means that it's been harder for you guys to get the edge on those runs.
Well, I think we failed to mention, shame on me, but one stunning development is the Peabody quarterback tonight. Senior quarterback Chris Maraca hasn't started all year. What an opportunity to go out there and to get your first start to get to the playoffs. So I think they've kind of played it close to the vest, nothing deep, couple short pitches, but I think really that's a big storyline too here, and maybe the Peabody Coach Betancourt and his offensive coordinator might open up a little bit. I think that's why you saw a lot of short passes in the first half. I think, as I said, that's a pretty stunning development. I didn't hear about it. I don't think you heard about it. And but he's done well. He's run the offensive well, I think.
Yeah. He has waited his turn. I remember when I was a senior here at Peabody High School, I took a class with him. He was a sophomore at the time. He was on, I believe, the JV squad at the time. He was probably the most anxious and ready football player mentally that I've ever seen in my life. He's been waiting for this very night to start in his senior night and what could be his very last game as a Tanner. Just one more thing I want to mention real quick on terms of the offense. What really has also been killing Tanners and also Beverly is penalties. I kind of lost track of how many illegal motion penalties that the Tanners had on them earlier in the game.
I kept track. Got 5.
You caught track 5?
Yeah, they got 5.
I'm guessing I'm not a I don't know what's inside the minds of these players, but I can guess that maybe from the last couple weeks, only scoring 7 points in total offense, it's kind of a mental game with them. The football is just as much as a mental game as it is a physical game. You got to have your head in the right place. I think maybe they're a little over anxious to try to get some points on the board, and that's why they've had a few costly penalties.
I think Peabody had the penalties. I think Beverly had the turnovers.
Yeah.
Whoever can tighten that up in the second half will have a better shot. And true story, I actually did go to breakfast this week, and I actually ran into Chris Lee Maraca's mother, who had a few things to say about her son. So I don't know, maybe it's fate, but it'd be a great story for him if they could win. For the Peabody side, for the Beverly side, I know you're trying to get up and go, and I think you still might have an outside shot of the playoffs. Whoever wins definitely will make the playoffs. Whoever loses probably won't. Outside chance Beverly might. They have a strength of schedule, but it should be a great second half and one hell of a football game.
Yeah.
All right,
Absolutely.
we'll throw it back up to Lou and myself for the second half. Thank you and enjoy.
DC Rentals has been in business for almost 30 years, offering state-of-the-art radio communications and security camera systems. DC Rentals is able to cater our system, scale it down to any size event, large or small. Our custom-built trailers are designed for fast deployment with full video and communication capabilities. We offer top-of-the-line Motorola and High-Terra dispatch and radio equipment, along with Telex and Zetron consoles. DC Rentals mobile command trailer is also available for special events or emergency. In addition, we provide individual and group training sessions on all of our equipment, as well as 24-hour customer service. DC Rentals can be reached at 781-289-3000 or on the internet at dcrentals.net. DC Rentals is a proud sponsor of Peabody TV.
Joel Sassler here with Lou Sosimo at Coley Field, Peabody Veterans Memorial High School. Peabody Tanners versus the Beverly Panthers high school football game. So basically this is a playoff game. Whoever's going to win is going to go into the playoffs. The loser most likely won't. Defensive battle in the first half, 0-0 score. But for a 0-0 game, there was a decent amount of offense, Lou.
Yeah, Beverly probably had the upper hand on the offense, but Peabody plays a better defense.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Peabody had the penalties, and Beverly had a couple of costly turnovers. I thought originally the first team to get to 21 might win the game, but through the grapevine I heard your prediction was the first one to 7 might win the game, so I think I'll go more in line with your prediction, Lou. But really both teams really playing good, hard football. You know, I mean, and no team has given up here tonight. They both know what's on the line, and two programs with a rich history, so a very good high school football game. We'll see if it's a great ending. One of the storylines that we did not expect coming out was that the quarterback, the starting quarterback for Peabody tonight, number 12, Chris Lee Maraca, first start all year long, tremendous opportunity. Personally, if he could get the win, I think it'd be a great story for Peabody High Tanners. So I'm definitely rooting for the kid, that's for sure, Lou.
Right. It'll be a great victory for the Tanners if they did win. And actually, not only putting them in the winning bracket of the playoffs, but put them in a better tier, really.
Yep, absolutely. And
Peabody will receive the kickoff now to start the second half, so let's hope that they can do a little bit on the offense this half.
Yeah, they're going to clean up a little bit of those penalties. And also, I think we'll see if they choose to open up the passing game with the new starting quarterback tonight. I think they pretty much played it pretty close to the vest.
One other prediction I might make, I think a field goal could win this game.
Yeah.
And they both have real good field goal kickers.
Yep, they do. They both did. I mean, Beverly had their best opportunity, a 37-yard field goal that was just short, a little bit wide. Peabody hasn't gotten a shot, but I certainly have what we've seen on the leg of Joe Swanton this year. I wouldn't put it past him to kick a game-winning field goal. So Beverly Panthers to kick off to Peabody. It's going to be a short kick by the up-back. Going to kick it back to Coffey, the number 1. He takes it. There it goes. Fred Coffey. Touchdown, Tanners. No flags.
Oh, what a play.
So that was the up-back pitched it back to Freddie. So I don't know if that was a planned play or not, but type of play that the Tanners have been looking for a long time this year, that's for sure.
If we see the replay, you're going to see some great blocking also.
So, stunning to start the second half here. So, Peabody will be lining up for the extra point. Both teams getting a couple players on the field. Snap, ball down, kick is up, and it is good.
Peabody takes the 7-0 lead early in the ball game, and early in the second half, rather.
Yep.
So now we'll see if their defense can hold them.
So, stunner here to open up the second half.
And that was a real smart play by the receiver of the kickoff to pass it back.
So now PB defense has to do what it's done all year. Stiffen up and not give up any points here.
So here we go with 11:47 left in the third quarter. Plenty of time for both teams.
Swanton is a line drive kick, bounces up to the up back to Beverly. Number 11, Nick Vecchio, in on the tackle with a couple others.
So Beverly will get the ball in good field position on the 41-yard line of their own 41-yard line.
That was number 3, Joe Loretti, for the Panthers. So Beverly does start off with decent field position, 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line. Malumba in the backfield. Fumble, Malumba.
He was cutting without the ball. Luckily, he got the ball again. It came bounced right back, but he lost the yard in the play, so it'll be 2nd down and 11.
So 2nd and 11 for Beverly from their own 40-yard line. Handoff to Malumba. Cuts it outside. Gonna pick up about 7 or 8 yards, depending on where the
good,
spot
good,
the ball.
good 8-yard pickup. He didn't get a very good spot on the ball though, so it's about 2nd down and close to 3.
Yep, 48-yard line, so indeed a 2nd and 3. Actually 3rd and 3. And fumble on the first play from scrimmage. Morency's going to take it himself. Oh, perfect cut. Got 1st down and a few more. Down to the Peabody 45-yard line. So I can see Morency is a small quarterback. Really not much size there. They have him listed at 5'10". Looks like his shoulder is hurt.
He just doesn't power his way through. He looks for holes and looks for the blocks.
Yeah, he definitely has a left shoulder definitely is not feeling good. I don't know if that's the injury he's been had all year long, but this could be. See if they're gonna pull him. I think Morency's taking him out south of the game. We got a timeout. Tanners. So we'll see how that develops.
Yeah, see if he comes back in the ball game. But he stepped out of the game, so I would think that he has to sit out for at least one play.
So just getting word from my sources that starting quarterback Alex Danisco has a virus and is home sick tonight. So
Right.
interesting development. That might can't tell for sure if that's why Maraca started tonight or not, but certainly most likely the reason. But if the Danisco family is watching from home, we wish Alex a speedy recovery. And obviously he's rooting for his teammates to bring one home. All right, so here we go. First and 10 from the Peabody 45. Quarterback number 16 hands off to number 2. That's Staunton. He's a speedster. And number 16, Anthony Pascarosa, in a quarterback for the Panthers.
Picked up 6 yards on the play.
Yeah, Morency has been hurt this year earlier, so this is not the first time. I'm going to assume that Pascarosa has seen the ball. He is a junior quarterback and defensive back. So it's going to be a pickup of 6, going to bring up a 2nd and 4 from the Peabody 39-yard line. Pascarosa, the quarterback. Hands off to Malumba. Malumba's going to pick up about 3 or 4. He's going to pick up a short. It looks like 3rd and 1 from the Peabody 36 for the Panthers. So 3rd and 1 for the Panthers from the Tanners 36-yard line. Hand off to Malumba. He's going to pick up about 3.
Yeah, he gets the first down easy.
Yeah, he's tough to bring down all by yourself.
Right.
Even if you get a clean shot at him, he runs so strong and he leans forward. He's usually going to get 1 or 2 no matter what. So 1st and 10, Beverly from the 33-yard line. Kind of seems like you feel like Beverly's been in the Tanners line of scrimmage, this side of the field all game. They haven't any points, but
the whole game it seemed like they've been in Peabody territory.
Exactly. 1st and 10, Panthers on the 33-yard line of the Tanners.
Long count.
Yep. Handoff. Bounces, but pretty much wrapped up pretty easily. Number 3, Joe Loretti. Malumba was catching his breath on that play. He'll come back in from the sidelines.
Picked up about 3 yards on the play.
So brings it down to the Peabody 30, gain of 3, going to bring up a 2nd and 7.
Beverly comes out of the huddle pretty quick. 2nd and down, 7.
Yeah, Malumba in the backfield by himself. Here's the pitch. Far side. Great pursuit by the Peabody defense. Yep, no gain on the play. Nice pursuit.
So we'll see if Beverly tries and put it up in the air now.
Yep. 3rd and 7 from the Peabody 30-yard line. First offensive possession for the Panthers this half. you missed the opening kickoff, you missed all the points so far tonight. Number 1, Freddie Coffey, took it back to the house on the opening kickoff, second half. Got a whistle on the field, going to have a timeout. It's like the timeout Tanners. So once again, a shout out to Beverly Cable Access, who are also broadcasting this game in conjunction with the Peabody Access TV. Staff of Peabody: Steve Valente, Don Murphy, Jim Palmer. The crew: Cassandra Saray and Ansley Perkins. Replay is Mike McLernan. And for Beverly tonight, the staff is Robert Dokes, crew is Mark Lehman and Santiago Ortega, and the announcer Dominic Lorenzano. And I am Joel Sasslaw, along with my broadcast partner Lou Sosimo, and down on the field, Bernie Parisi.
And it's good we can do games like this and to bring it to each community with all the equipment, and it's a lot easier to do it, to take a copy of the game.
Yeah, I agree, Lou. Nothing like collaboration. All right, so big play here for the second half for the Panthers here. 3rd and 7 from the Tanners' 30-yard line. First pass by the quarterback. The new quarterback's going to be complete between a couple Peabody defenders, and he shakes him off. Going to get out of the Peabody 15-yard line. So number 16, Anthony Pascarosa, first completion for the Panthers tonight. Here's the replay. Plenty of time from his line.
Beverly comes out with a wide spread formation now.
Yep. 3 receivers, 2 in the backfield. Running backs. Long count. Hand off to Malumba. Going to take it wide. Cuts it back inside. Malumba, touchdown, Panthers.
Boy, he didn't run with any force. He just took small steps.
He stays upright, and he uses a couple of stiff arms there. So big extra point here, tie up the game for the Panthers.
Here's the extra point now.
Number 3, Joe Loretti for the Panthers. Snap is good, ball is down, kick is up. The kick is good. So, as the teams head back upfield, your score, Peabody Tanners 7, Beverly Panthers 7. So, whole new ball game here, Lou.
Right, all new, and the lead didn't last too long for the Peabody Tanners.
No, Beverly pretty much doing anything they want on offense on that possession. So, Peabody is going to have to probably score, not on a special team to win this game. They're probably going to have to do it through the ground or through the air with their offense. But maybe Lightning can strike twice and we can get another kickoff return. Number 1, Freddie Coffey back with number 41, Angel Polino, to receive for the Tanners.
So we'll see if Peabody gets the ball in good field position to see if they can do some work offensively.
Yep. Is a quick kick into Squibba. Number 23 covers for Peabody and just goes down.
Yeah.
Dante Alawu.
That was a smart play. He knew he had no blockers in front of him. He was the first one up.
I thought he maybe could have run it a couple of yards, though.
Yeah.
But you know what? Coach Betts, I think, said the same thing to him. But you know what? He didn't make a mistake either, so
no,
that's
he
okay.
didn't drop the ball.
First and 10 Peabody on their own 37-yard line. So Tanner's Therian on the jet sweep. Cuts it inside, sees some running room. It's going to be a pickup of 8.
Yeah.
Take it up to the
Good
45-yard line. Yep, take that all day long.
He was going to go wide, and then he cut inside. It was a beautiful cut in.
Yep, good vision there, that's for sure. So 2nd and 2 for the Tanners. So
Spread
quarterback,
formation
yep.
once again.
Firstly, Maraca with Angel Polino. Here comes Therian the other way. Fake. Polino up the middle. It's going to get about 1, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and 1.
He's going to get a good spot on the ball. Less than a yard to go for first down.
So this is 2-down territory. I'd give it to Polino right up the middle. But also, I give them up to the middle, but have the receivers out wide to spread the defense out a little bit. And that's exactly what they do. That's what I like to see. 4 receivers, Polino in the backfield. Beverly does stuff the line. Maraca takes it himself, though. He's going to get the first down. Nice play call. Ticket.
Here's a replay on that. Driving forward.
So here we go. Tanner's first down on their own 48-yard line. Two receivers split wide right, 2 receivers split wide left. Angel Polino in the backfield. Therian in motion. Fake. Maraca is going to pass. It's tipped, but caught by Peluso. Dylan Peluso on the reception. We'll take it. Here's the replay, folks. Beverly defensive lineman gets his hands up. Basically a jump ball at that point. Peluso comes down with it. Good enough for Tanner's first down. 1st and 10 from the Panthers' 42-yard line. 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Game's tied at 7. They're in motion. Maraca. Oh, ball is down. I think the Panthers recovered it. Tough call.
Yeah.
Not a tough call, but a tough play. Here's a replay. Faked it to Therian, then went up the middle. Beverly defender get good hit, and Maraca just ball gets loose, unfortunately.
Yeah. To run with the ball, he was holding it too loose. You got to hold it close to your body.
So Beverly's now going to take over 1st and 10 on the 43-yard line. So the defense needs to step up here. Malumba with the handoff. Breaks the first tackle, cuts back the other way. He's got some running room. Pat Coffey, he could be gone. He is. Touchdown, Malumba. Marge Malumba for the Panthers.
He got away from a flock of players.
Yeah, he really did. Peabody player had him in his grasp. You'll see it here.
Watch this. Turn around.
And in the grass, and then
trouble.
just cut it back up the field.
1, 2 players, 3 players. He outruns them all. He's got some speed. And he outruns everyone.
So there's the lightning play that Beverly's been looking for.
So what a quick turnabout this is.
Extra point lined up. Kick is
Point
good.
is good.
Beverly caught a break there too. They hesitated, and then he still went through with the kick. So your score, Beverly Panthers now take the lead 14-7. So Tanners gonna have to buckle up and put some points back on the board.
So there's 3:40 left in the third quarter. Plenty of time left for the Tanners.
So Marge Malumba does the damage for Beverly.
Right. And Peabody was sitting in pretty good field position because Beverly also lost their quarterback.
Yep. So Tanner's setting up for a short kick by Beverly.
Yeah, they haven't had a long kick at all.
But now they moved it back a little bit, but let's see. Beverly got burnt once by the Peabody return team. Freddie Coffey once again. Decent field position back to the Peabody 37.
Good return that time.
So now it's time for Peabody offense to put some points up on the board. They were moving the ball the last series, so got to forget about the last.
Just when it seemed like they were going to do something moving the ball.
Yeah.
Then it happened to be the fumble.
All right, so Peabody breaks the huddle, 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line. Maraca, quarterback. A lot of shifting. Thurian now is going to be the quarterback for this play. Takes the ball, goes up the middle. Pickup of a couple.
I don't care for that play too much. Up the middle into a pack of players.
Yeah, I hear you. No one, we weren't surprising anybody there. So 2nd and 8 from their own 39-yard line for the Tanners. Inside handoff to Maglione. He's going to pick up a couple more.
I don't understand the calls because they haven't done that well up the middle. They've done everything outside.
So pick up a 1 is going to bring up a 3rd and 7 from their own 40-yard line for the Tanners. Clock is moving, less than 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. So Tanners break the huddle. Trips on one side, single receiver on the other. Fake handoff. Gives it to Maglione. He's got a few blockers in front of him, not a ton. He's going to pick up a couple. He's going to get out to about the 44-yard line. It's going to bring up, looks like a 4th and 3 from their own 44. 4th and 3 for the Tanners. So it's going to be a 4th and 2. So Declan Russell back to punt for the Tanners. He's had a good evening tonight with his punts. Another
nice
good punt.
kick.
Number 8 on the return, tackled by number 21. I believe is that Michael Perez again. Michael Perez, a special teams standout tonight.
I thought he was reaching for the ball really when he went to tackle him.
He's done
I
well
thought he was
all
trying to
year
knock
long.
the ball loose.
Yeah.
So Beverly's on the 26-yard line.
Yep, 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Tanners defense got to stiffen up now, that's for sure. Pitch back to Malumba. Breaks the first tackle. Paraka comes in to wrap him up, but picks up about 6 or 7. So Beverly up to the 33-yard line. It's going to be a 2nd and 3 from their own 33. Malumba, nice tackle made by number 54, Phil McCuckey. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 3.
Big 3rd down play for the Tanners now if they can stop them. Tight formation for Beverly on the middle.
Handoff.
Oh, how?
To Malumba, the workhorse. Going to pick it. Needed 3, got 4.
Yeah. How he sidesteps by them players.
And he stays upright real well. So that's going to be into the 3rd quarter. The score, Beverly 14, Peabody 7. And now we're going to send it down to my sideline reporter, Bernie Parisi.
Well, guys, I have to say, first off, that run by Malumba for the long touchdown is one of the best runs I've ever seen in my life. He was on one side of the field. He just decided, I don't like running over here. He's going to run back to the other side of the field, and he scampered all the way down the sideline for a touchdown. One of the best runs you'll ever see. That should be on a highlight reel somewhere. For the Tanners, however, it's just now it's becoming a game of turnovers. We've seen the penalties decrease significantly. That catch by, I believe it was Peluso earlier, that's also another catch. He's made a few this year that are probably going to end up on highlight reels. It looked like he had his arm being held by a defender as he went up for the ball, but then the fumble by Maraca afterward, that led to the first Beverly touchdown. So far, it's like as I've said, it's not the penalties have decreased significantly. I think they did a good job of that, adjusting at halftime. However, it's just at this point, it's going to be whoever has the most points at the end of the game is going to win. I think the offenses are really going to open up as we enter the 4th quarter. That being said, going back upstairs to you guys.
Thanks, Bernie. I mean, this is what it's come down to. 12 minutes for the 12 minutes to see if the Tanners can make the playoffs or not. And they're going to have to ride their shoulders of defense, which has really been on their shoulders all year long. So 1st and 10 for the Panthers on their own 38-yard line. Long snap. They've done that all night long. It's going to be a throw outside to number 8. It's going to be a pickup of about 6 or 7. So throw to number 8, Duncan Mullen, their star receiver. That's a nice safe play, and it picks up about 6 or 7 yards. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 3 from their own 45-yard line for the Panthers. So here we go, 2nd and 3 from the 45. Quarterback center. Fakes a short pass. Peabody trying to get to him. They did. Faraka on the backside, along with number 11, Vecchio, for the sack. My opinion, I don't know why Beverly would make that play call. 2nd and 7. Excuse me, 2nd and 3. But
now
we'll
it's
take
3rd and 7.
So 3rd and 7 for their own 41-yard line. Peabody needs a play here. Got to get Beverly off the field. Handoff up the middle to Malumba. Nice job.
Yeah.
I think that was Ari Rizopoulos in on the tackle. Nice play by the Peabody senior. It's going to bring up a 4th down. So Tanners tighten up when they have to.
Now let's start the 4th quarter. The Peabody's going to get the ball back.
I don't know what the Beverly offensive coordinator was thinking on 2nd and 3. You got to continue to run it. You really do. But Freddie Coffey's already returned one back for a kickoff return tonight. Let's see what he can do on the punt. Good snap. Decent kick. Coffey's going to let it bounce. And rest on the Peabody 21-yard line.
So they have 80 yards to go, and they got 11 minutes to doing it. Now it's about 10 minutes.
So Peabody takes over first and 10 from the 21-yard line. Knows the tailback. Hand off to the up back. I think that was number 3, Maglione. So pick up
about a yard.
About a yard, yep. So we're getting to the point of the game, Lou, where, well, it's not quite 4-down territory, but you don't want to give the ball back to the Beverly, because at that point they're just going to try and run the clock out.
No, because you're only going to get it a couple more times and the game be over.
All right. Here's the pitch to Angel Polino. Cuts inside, not much there. Gets to 25. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 6 from the Peabody 25-yard line.
Polino has been contained tonight, and I thought that was the big difference. If he was able to break away and do some running, Peabody would be in good shape. But he hasn't been able to get away yet.
So here we go, 3rd and 6. Peabody's got 4 wide receivers. He's got some Maraca. Oh, just overthrown. Had the right idea for Therian, but couldn't put it in his hands. So Peabody's now going to have to punt.
I keep saying the same thing, Joe, all the time. Whatever happened to that 10-yard pass? Short pass to get the first down.
Yeah. Declan Russell with the boot. Nice one. Picked up clean by Mullen. He makes a good play out of it. Still on his feet. Finally, tackle made by Peabody.
So Beverly in good field position on the Tannis
side of the
34-yard line.
Here's the replay here. Mullen does a nice job shaking straight up the middle. So, 1st and 10 on the Peabody 34-yard line. I expect to see a heavy helping of Malumba. Backup quarterback in for Beverly. Here's the pitch to Malumba outside. Going to be a pickup of about 4 or 5. Nice play by Panthers.
That quarterback they went in to take his place is playing a pretty good ball game.
Yep. So that was a pickup of 4. It's going to bring a 2nd and 6 from the Peabody 30-yard line.
PB defense has to come up strong.
Clock is running, coming up on 7 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Palumbo in the backfield. Fake pitch. Number 2 with the
Out of
carry.
bounds.
Stanton Jones picks up about 1 or 2. So it's still going to be a third down. 29-yard line of the Tanners. So it's going to be a 3rd and 5. So 3rd and 5 for the Tanners, 29-yard line. Stop the clock with the ball going out of bounds. So 7:05 to go here in the game. Tight formation for the Panthers. 2 up backs move over to the left. Malumba up the middle. Up the middle. Going to be short by about a yard. I think they're going to go for it here. I don't think they're going to run the kicker in.
No, they'll go for that.
Yeah. 4th and 1 from the Peabody 25. So Tanner's got to watch the ball. Watch the ball, and all eyes on Malumba after that. Malumba, excuse me. Here's the kick. Malumba up the middle. Straight up the middle.
He gets the first down.
Yeah, it looks like he just got it. Here we go. Here's the replay here. Oh.
Getting a measurement.
And that's a first down for the Panthers. By about the nose of the football,
yeah,
Lou.
Yeah. Less than half the length of the football. So this doesn't help the Tanners at all because the clock is going to keep moving, and before you know it, there'll be time running out.
So 1st and 10, 24-yard line of the Tanners. Halfway through the 4th quarter. Here's the pitch to Malumba. Gets clogged up outside. Picks up a couple.
Second down and 9.
So expect the Panthers to really use the play clock here now. Second and 9 from the 23-yard line of the Tanners. Long count, pitch to Malumba. Excuse me, that was not Malumba.
No,
Apologize. That was number 23, Jordan Irvine. Breaks a couple
unusual
tackles.
ball carrier for a change there. Third and 10. Tanners need a break. They need a turnover.
No, you need to stop here. Declan's right next to us. Mullen cuts across the middle. It's complete to him, but not a first down. Nice play by number 20, Stevie Bua. Down to the Tanners' 19, 18-yard line. So it's going to be a 4th and 4, but they're running out the field goal kicker here. So about the 19-yard line, back up about 7. You're looking at about a 36-yard field goal. Definitely not a gimme,
Not that
that's for
easy.
sure.
No.
Nope.
no wind or anything to cope with, so we'll see what happens. Beverly is smartly letting the ball run, the time clock run down. So there's 3:46 left in the ball game. Beverly takes a timeout.
So once again, if you want to find out the standings, all you need to do is look at the Sunday Globe sports section. That'll have the updated standings, and then the playoff games will be announced usually Monday, Tuesday. You go on the MIAA website, and of course the local newspapers will have the coverage as well.
Are there any other big games around that will make a determination of the playoffs?
Well, there's another big game on the North Shore tonight. You got 5-1 Marblehead versus 6-0 Danvers. So just as far as a game, that should be a barn burner. So here we go. He's going to put the ball down. They're going to spot it on the 25-yard line, so a 35-yard field goal attempt for the Panthers. Snap down, his ball is down. That field goal was good. Well, give the kid credit. He put it right up through the uprights. It looked like it had plenty of distance. So the score now, Beverly 17, Peabody 7. So, just got awful quiet here at Coley Field.
Took a real turn for the worse for us.
Yep.
And we probably won't be doing another game till Thanksgiving.
So Freddie Coffey's back deep. Hopefully maybe he can catch lightning in a bottle twice. Return it back for a touchdown or something awful close. To Squibber. It's going to go out of bounds. So Peabody will get ball position, I believe, on the 35-yard line, if I'm not mistaken. .340 to go in the game.
So they're going to kick again, I guess.
Oh, they're going to make them kick it again. Okay. Well, that makes sense because Peabody they want a shot to run it back. So that makes a lot of sense actually. Only 5 years though they mark it back from the 40 to the 35. So. Beverly will kick it off again. Freddie Coffey back deep. Maglione, Vecchio. We got backs along with number 33. I believe that's Joe Casey. Yes, it is. He kicks it deep. Coffey picks it up. He's looking for an opening. Can't get anything. It's going to be taken down about the 33-yard line.
So the Tanners have a lot of work to do.
In a short period of time, that's for sure. But never say never.
First and 10 for the Tanners on their own 34-yard line.
Hand off to Vecchio, jet sweep. He's got the corner. It's a nice play. I'd like to see them run that play the other side. So number 1, Marge Malumba, and number 8, Duncan Wallen, really doing the damage tonight for the Panthers. 5 wide, no one in the backfield. Here's Sterian on the jet sweep. Well, you got to put the ball in the air at this point, Lou.
Yeah, you have to get.
And I know this kid isn't throwing the ball much this year, but either you got to put it in his hands or you got to give it to the backup quarter Campbell. I know he's got a decent sized arm. Wouldn't mind seeing him throw up the ball once or twice. It's a sophomore, Jared Campbell. Big kid. So 2nd and 10 from their own 47-yard line for the Tanners. Ball is long. Tender receiver, Dylan Peluso.
Yeah.
So here we go. 3rd and 10, Tanners from their own 47-yard line. 3:20 to go. 5 wide. Decent protection. He floats it up there, Maraca.
Over
the
his head.
receiver is Sterian, but no good. So I'll bring up a 4th down for the Tanners.
So they have to go for it.
Fourth and 10.
PB takes the timeout. So it's been a tough year for the Tanners, up and down, and the story of the game is just like tonight's, a touchdown away.
Yeah, I watched that Danvers game. It was on TV this week, and they were down 14-0 at the half. They came back 14-13, and they had a 1st and goal from the 2, and ended up missing a 40-yard field goal.
All right.
And we still got another shot where we had 1st and goal from the 6. Couldn't punch it in, so Tanners a little bit snake bitten this year. A couple plays gone their way. They could be above 500 heading to the playoffs. But they definitely came out tonight and put up a good battle here. So 4th and 10 from their own 47-yard line. 5 wide. Maraca back. He's going to tuck it. Oh, and he tripped up, I think, just before.
Oh, half a yard shot.
He needed 10, he got 9. A lot closer I thought it was going to be, actually.
Yeah.
So Beverly's going to take over 1st and 10 on their own 45-yard line. Three running backs. Malumba up the middle. Peabody just playing for a little bit of pride now here. Pick up a 6 and bring up a 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4 from the Peabody 49-yard line. So we don't know where the Tanners will play next week, but read your local papers, and I'm sure it'll be published by, like I said, by Tuesday, Wednesday. Second and 4 from the Peabody 49-yard line for the Panthers. Handoff up the middle to Malumba. First down.
Gets the first down. He's played quite a ball game. You got to give him credit.
Yeah, that was actually Staunton Jones, number 2, but.
Number 2, yeah.
So Morency goes out, and you got to give credit to Anthony Pascarosa for coming in and doing the job. First and 10. Hand off to Morwin.
Peabody takes another timeout now. Well, it's been a great year, Joe.
Yeah, you know, I mean, there were no blowouts.
Up and down. Oh, I know.
I mean,
yeah, we were in every ball game.
Yeah, every game at home for sure.
They were all like tonight almost. No different.
Yep. So the Panthers break the huddle, 1:40 to go in the game, 2nd and 6 on the Peabody 40-yard line.
Picked up about a yard. Picked up 2 yards, 2 good yards. So it's 3rd and 4. Peabody defense has been out in that field quite a bit tonight.
They have.
Spent most of the game
So
with Beverly controlling the ball.
3rd and 4 from the Peabody 38. Basically, game well in hand here now for the Panthers. He's going to give it to Moreland. He's going to get a first down.
Gets a first down.
That could be the last play of the game. I bet we should take it there, I would expect.
Probably the last play of the ball game right now. 20 seconds left.
So Beverly's going to take a knee. That's going to do it. We're going to throw it down in a couple of seconds here to Bernie, but the final score is going to be the Beverly Panthers 17, Peabody Tanners 7. And let's throw it down to Bernie Parisi, our sideline reporter. Go ahead, Bernie.
Simply put, guys, I just think Beverly, they came in with a good game plan, and that game plan was to feed Malumbo right up the middle, and also they fed all their other backs too. Simply, pretty simple. They executed better than the Tanners. It looked like from the very beginning they had a good strategy coming in on offense for Peabody. But it's just they couldn't get past that 4-4 defense of the Beverly Panthers. They played spectacularly stopping the run. I think one of the keys to their victory tonight, their overall 17-7 victory, was they were able to neutralize Angel Polino, who has been pretty much the feature back for the Tanners for most of the season. On defense, has been on the record for most of the season, they kept them in. Peabody defense, they were able to get them off the field when they had to, but it just seemed like in the second half, Beverly really got in a groove where they were able to sustain long offensive drives, keep that defense out on the field, and keep working them until they just tire themselves out. The Tanner defense they absolutely got exhausted. They couldn't stop the run towards the end of the game. And that field goal, I have to admit, I was a little surprised he made it, considering he missed a kick from almost the exact same distance earlier on in the game. Just as I've said, Beverly, they seem to execute their game plan much better than the Tanners. It's not the best way to end the season for Peabody, but we'll be back for obviously the Thanksgiving game in November. That being said, I'm Bernard Parisi with Peabody Access TV, and I'm going to send it back upstairs to you guys.
So, we'll be back for Thanksgiving. Also, Peabody will probably have a couple more consolation games, so it's not the final game of the year. Peabody, snake-bitten, couple plays here or there. Could have been a whole different story, but not only the game, that's kind of feels like how the season has gone low.
Right. The whole season has been just like this tonight, and I've said it before. They just it seems like they're just one snap away, and that's the way the season was all year.
Yep. So we want to shout out to all the camera staff, crew from both Beverly and Peabody Access Cable TV. Wishing everyone a good night, and we'll see you soon. So long. Thank you.
Good night.